All right, thanks, Jeff. Today we have a special guest on our show.
Dr. Monica Vermani, a clinical psychologist, TEDx talk speaker, and author of A Deeper Wellness, is here with us this morning. Good morning, doctor. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So with tomorrow being Thanksgiving, it's meant to be a time of gratitude and spending quality time with the family. But that could bring an extreme amount of stress and confrontation with others. So what are some ways we can balance that stress and enjoy the day?
So it's important for each and every one of us to have compassion for ourselves as well as others. This time of the year, for some people, mean a lot, and for others, comes with triggers, traumas, family conflict, or being alone and not having family to celebrate it with. So it's important for us to, maybe not compare ourselves so much to others and have a little bit of compassion for people that may be celebrating the holidays differently than we are. As well, a lot of people are also struggling with looking at how they grew up with Thanksgiving and other holidays. And it's a good time for us to reinvent ourselves. Wherever you are, here and now, all is well. It's important for us to reinvent holidays. Regardless of what holidays they are, it's nice for us to not compare ourselves to others and just take a pause and reflect on the expectations we place on being who we used to be or trying to be who we wish we would be, and just here and now. Who am I? How can I make this better? Reinvent yourself. Bring in joy. Bring in gratitude. Take the pressure away for trying to fit in or be different than who you are, and celebrate what you have versus what you don't have.
Now, there can be a lot of pressure from family members to get together. And so how do you communicate effectively with your family that maybe you need a little bit of space?
It's about living authentically, right? We are here to live an individual journey amongst the collective. And, our families are amazing triggers, but they're rich in lessons for us. And so I always try to tell people, see the mirror. When you feel intimidated to say no, realize that maybe the work you need to do in some of your own self-help is setting boundaries or being okay to put yourself first. My parents had their way with me when I was a younger kid to just have me follow everything. But as an adult, I can set boundaries. I can say no, and it's okay for me to live my life on my terms. And so living authentically is all of our journey. When you don't live authentically, mood, anxiety, high stress manifests in your body. So give yourself permission to be truly who you want to be. The more authentic you are, the more connected you are, the less symptoms you have. And it's okay. People have to adjust to your boundaries. And the people who do, celebrate them, keep them close. And the ones who don't, set boundaries with, and just realize people show you who they are, not who you are. But if you go uncomfortable and do something to please others at your expense, there's a higher cost with symptoms, anxiety, depression, as well as just feeling like you're letting people down. But your main person is you're letting yourself down.
Yes, I love how you said that. And I was going to bring up the guilt that some people feel when they set those boundaries. What would you say to people like that who are maybe feeling guilty?
I love the word guilt. So guilt is only a signal that there is a conflict between what you want and what people want from you. Your true self and your expected version of you, what people expect of you. The only person who feels like, making you feel bad for what you do is the person who didn't get what they want from you. Everybody else objectively would look at you if you set a good boundary to say, good for you. You set a good boundary. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself. The only person who makes you feel a little bit uneasy is the one that you said no to or set a boundary with. And that's okay. That's their lesson, to learn how to accept people as they are and accept situations as they are. Two reasons we suffer. We don't accept people as they are, including ourselves, and we don't accept situations as they are.
Well, and I was curious too, doctor, about kind of the flip side of that. We're talking about people who maybe want to be alone. What about those who wish they could be with somebody but are alone for the holiday? How can they still feel joy?
So, I'm all about, believing in yourself. If you want something bad enough, you will put enough work and effort to manifest that life. So if you really want a relationship, ask yourself, am I putting the right effort in, like getting a job or something? I put this effort in to get the job and I see the fruits of my labors. Am I putting that effort in to bring love or romance in? But in the meantime, it's about living where you are as you are. And so giving yourself permission to authentically live with joy, gratitude, and seeing the good amongst the bad, even on your own. So people who don't have family members or don't have partners, It's okay to create your own holiday rituals. It's okay to do it your way. Bring in friends and family, join in meetups. There are wonderful events that happen out there where people bring people together that are also alone. Give yourself permission to just reinvent life. You don't have to do it the way others do it. You don't have to do it the way you grew up doing it. Here and now, reinvent yourself to bring joy, pleasure, self-care. Make it a spa day. Make it a day where you celebrate yourself, cooking yourself a fancy meal. There is always opportunities for you to celebrate and be in joy. Learn how to do it with yourself. Don't give from your well, give from your overflow. When you take care of you, you are better to others whenever that relationship or family shows up in your life.
All right, such good information, Dr. Monica Vermani. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.